It's like, we can keep the knowledge to ourselves. And I mean, I know people like that. Like, I'm just, I'm stingy when it comes to the knowledge.
Yeah, I used to be like that. I feel
exactly.
like I used to be like, I don't really want to tell you what I'm doing.
But then it's like, but why though?
Yeah. I'm thinking them wealthy thoughts, baby. Everything about you. What's up, everybody? We back for another joint session, special edition. I am Stephen Mitchell. Follow me at StephenMotivate with my man from Dream Big University. I am Steve James, and we got the special guest in the building.
Yo.
My man, Denis Boateng at bydenisboateng. Look, we want to talk to you today about entrepreneurship. We've talked to you. You've heard us talk a bit about mindset. You've heard us talk about, how to think about being an entrepreneur. But there are practical things you need to do when you're really trying to put your stamp on the world. Like, put your name, your persona, who you are, what you mean, your services or your products to the world. And so that's what we want to talk about today. But first, I'm going to introduce myself again at StephenMotivate. So I have my personal brand at StephenMotivate, where I try to help folks understand the entrepreneurship mindset through motivation, and then also the money maneuvers. What are the plays you can make to get to the bag? In addition to that, I do have a TURO business. We've got about 17 cars now in Charlotte, North Carolina. So if you're out there looking for a car to share, please look us up. Also, my cleaning brand is at diamondshinecleaner.com. Check us out there if you need cleaning products. We'd be more than happy to serve you. And I do a lot of other things, but I'm going to give up the floor now because these guys do a lot of things as well. Steve, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, so Steve James, I'm in Los Angeles. I have 16 cars out there. Have 4 Airbnbs. We just opened a virtual reality. They actually have one here in Vegas, but it's called the Omni Arena. It's in Brownsburg. It's in Indianapolis. Doing that, and I have a printing company. So everything from silkscreen, embroidery, DTG, and a clothing brand, St. James Collection. So yeah, man, got my hands in a lot of stuff, doing the music as well. So I call myself an artistpreneur. I'm an artist and, entrepreneur as well. So I just put them things together in an artistpreneur.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Man,
yeah,
it's hard to follow that, man. Y'all know y'all my big bros, so it's like, dang, little brother about to introduce himself. So my name is Denis Boateng. I actually just moved from LA to Vegas about 4 months ago. Amazing move. It was a faith move as well. But what I do is I'm in the TURO business as well. Myself and my wife, we don't have 16 or 30 cars. We got 3 cars. So one we do privately. We run in a different state in California, actually, for Uber and Lyft driving, which is pretty good.
That's fire.
We got 2 cars out here as well. So that's the business that we all just kind of saw the opportunity, looking at the market during the pandemic, which I think it was a very, very brave thing for all of us to do.
Yeah, for sure.
It was a risk, but we in it, right?
We in it now.
I'm a graphic designer, self-taught. But more than anything, one thing that I love to pride myself in is like my love for branding. I think branding is very important. I like to call myself the brand guide.
Yeah.
Or the brand guy, whichever one. My wife and I, we also have a branding and content creation company called I Inspire, which focuses on video editing, helping people to build their content. And then under that, we have BrandItLikeAPro, which is our YouTube channel, where I teach people about branding using sports and pop culture to make it relevant and fresh. Where I also talk to people who have brands more than anything, my passion is in streetwear, sneakers, and other things too, where I interview people to talk about that. And then we also have our podcast, Generational Maneuvers, where it's pretty much the journey of myself and my wife as a married couple, navigating entrepreneurship and trying to build wealth.
Dope,
So, yeah.
dope.
Fire, bro.
Lengthy, but we there.
You there, baby?
You're there. You're doing well.
Yeah.
And
I'm happy to be in the room with you.
listen,
Yeah.
for me and Dennis, we did our podcast when I was on Dennis's podcast.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just crazy when you when you think of branding
Yeah.
and when you think of the severity of branding. Like, people don't, they want to start something, but
Yeah.
before you even start something, the brand is the logo, the name, the logo are so crucial when
Yeah.
starting a brand,
And just even
because
like,
that paves the way of everything else.
yeah, and even going deeper is the idea, and the person behind the idea, right? I mean, I know you haven't asked me.
No,
yet,
speak
but-
on that. Yeah, speak on that. Speak on that.
But the reason why I fell in love with branding was because of my experience. So, for the people who know me, y'all know I was born overseas. I was born in Italy and moved to the States when I was 10 years old. I didn't speak no English.
Wow.
The only things that I knew really was hip hop and basketball and soccer. So living in that neighborhood, it was just kind of like, okay, I can't keep going to school and get picked on. I got to figure out how to maneuver.
Yeah.
My older cousins were like going to private school. You know what I'm saying? We live in Pike Township. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's a little rough. You know what I mean? So it's like you got to hold your own. So it's like my pops was like, okay, listen to Pac, listen to Biggie. You know what I'm saying? Watch these movies.
Okay,
and my
Pops.
neighbor was playing ball. By the way, my pops is the coolest African dad in the world. Had a kid in the neighborhood that used to play it all the time, play basketball, played his radio. So we hooping, and then we trade. I teach him Italian, he teach me English. So it was just like, okay, cool. Now I'm learning the language. I can learn how to communicate on who I am and not letting people just kind of judge or think that I'm this weak kid that just moved from Italy that doesn't speak English that can get picked on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it was just like, that's where branding started without me even knowing. It's like, I'm not letting people pick who I am. I'm telling you who I am.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what branding is in a sense. So you build that. You tell people who you are because they'll believe it.
Because people gonna talk about you anyway. Like
Facts.
Like even if we're not talking about business, like people, I think we underestimate in a good way and a bad way how much people are talking about us, and we don't know it,
Yeah.
and we not in the room, and they talking about us anyway.
Anyway.
So how
So
do you?
what do you want them to say when you're not in the room?
Boom.
That's branding. Is what do you leave people with? You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm just like, yo, anytime somebody talk about me, they got to talk about I'm a branding machine. I could step in any room and talk to anybody.
Come on, talk that talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm personable.
Yes.
I connect people. I got great ideas.
Yes.
That's what I want people to talk about. And now all the other stuff is whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I want people to talk about. Oh, you need somebody with branding. You need somebody with good ideas. You need somebody that can help you with your brand. Get it all. We got to call Denis.
Yeah.
Just like even somebody think about a color
Yeah.
that I use for my branding. They got to think about me. That's the power of branding. Like it's like buying that real estate in people's minds. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Deep.
That's deep.
Yeah, bro.
Super deep. So
Like, because when we think about blue, we think of Nipsey.
True. Yep.
Nipsey Blue. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Powerful.
Like that's very powerful.
Shout out to Nip.
Yeah, shout out to Nip.
man.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the power of branding is so critical.
So go back to that for a second, because I didn't even know this part. Like, it's deeply personal because you was basically living through this. Like you as a young kid, and we all know our upbringing as like children is so critical. So like maybe go back to that just a little bit. Like doing that exchange, so people can figure out who you are.
Yeah.
And they kind of had a misperception of you.
Yeah.
Kind of how did you navigate through some of the rest of that and to the point where it got to the point where, okay, and the reason I'm asking this because I see something in it. Like sometimes a lot of people may have started a brand and it's not right.
Yeah.
Or people are people aren't saying the right things you want them to say. So I feel like your deeply personal story might take us on a journey of like, if my brand's not right now, how do I get it right? And like, when did that kind of happen for you even personally?
Yeah, so I think I'll start off by answering the question of if your brand is not right, how do you maneuver to get it right? And I think it all lies into your story, right? Everybody has that. That's the gift that God has given everybody. So if you want to brand anything, you got to start with your story, period. Because yours is unique. It's not like everybody else's. You might have some commonalities with other people, but your story literally is your brand, and it also could be the driving marketing machine to wherever that you want to get to. Like, when you think about a lot of successful people, the reason they're successful and the reason why we know or think they're successful is because we know their stories by heart. They push it so much. It don't matter how many speaking engagements they do, how many YouTube videos they do, how many TikToks, how many Reels, you are always going to know their story.
We still watching them. Like,
we all know Gary V's story.
We're not bored with it. We still
He was putting his Pops wine on the internet.
Yep.
We all know that story. But he's going to continue to put it out there because there's still people who don't know who he is. There's still room, right? And there's still doubters or unbelievers. So eventually there's going to be people who are going to be like, yeah, I know about Gary V. He wants to buy the Jets, this, that, and the third. But the haters eventually, once they start believing, they're going to go back and be like, oh, shoot, I got to know his origin story. You get what I'm saying? So going back to how that came into play for me, it was just kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm the oldest of 4 boys. My parents are immigrants. I'm an immigrant. I come to this new land, culture shock, because now I'm not the only black kid in the classroom no more. It's a lot of us.
especially at our high school.
It's you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of us. And I come in, it's like,
what was they feeding boys at Park? That's a whole
bruh,
nother podcast.
man, like real, bro. It's
Crazy, bro.
Boys was like, what in the world?
Hey,
I'm
man,
sure, but
when I think about what like cats in high school look like then, what they look like now, I'm like, bruh,
Or we was on a whole nother. We looked like grown men.
grown men, bro. It's insane.
yeah,
So the thing for me was just like, okay, cool. So it's a lot of us. And how that hit me was the first day of school, I believe it was 6th grade. So I get on the bus and I'm like, oh shoot, it's deep. And you already know there's rules to the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not so cool people in the front, semi-cool people in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And then all the cool people in the back. You know, and I didn't know that. So
Yeah.
I just get on this bus.
unspoken rules.
What, bro? Look, first of all, dressing in Italy is way different than putting that on when it come here. So it's the year 2000. So, you know, you got your FUBU. You know what I'm saying? Coogee wasn't really hot in Indianapolis at the time, but you know what I'm saying? Maybe Carl Kanai and all that. But I remember my cousin gave me a Polo Sport t-shirt. Got my Armani shorts on. You know what I'm saying? I had some cool little sneakers that my cousin passed me down. And then I had on these high socks, like these green socks, like high knee, bro. I'm talking about come to the knee, son. And I'm thinking, bro, I'm about to step into school. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be so fresh, this, that, and the third. Once again, I'm watching movies and different things that kind of depict the American experience, right? Man, bro, as soon as I get on the bus, I hear somebody yelling,
Roast section.
man, you look like a clown. Bro, the whole bus is rolling. I'm just like, yo, son, what happened? Because mind you, I understand a little bit of English, but I can't like, man, you know what I'm saying? I can't, there's no rebuttal. all I could do was put my head down and sit in that front seat next to the bus driver. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, this is about to be a tough school year. So
That's a movie. That's nuts.
and bro, literally the first week of school, I got ISS. Cause some shorty was like, man, I had my book, my pencils out. She trying to take my pencil. So I'm like trying to snatch it back. The teacher has no idea who I am. She just knows I'm some black kids. So she thinking, oh, you must be one of them kids from Mayfield Green. Send them to the office. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, son. Like, and I'm sitting in there trying to communicate with the principal. He's like, nah, ISS. I'm like, what is ISS? So I'm in that joint for like 3 days. And then I just started realizing, I was like, okay, whatever it is that I'm doing is not working. So I have to find a way to communicate who I am and how I want people to interact with me.
Yeah, that's good.
And that's that adapting to change.
Adapting to change. Facts.
Yeah.
And we all have it if we pay attention, right? But I also had to pay attention to one thing that I would say that I'm very emotionally aware. Like I've always been that since I was a kid. I think I get that from my mom. And so I'm like, okay, I can tell how these people view me. I could tell whether they are interested to get to know me, are they underestimating me, or they think I'm a pushover. I picked that up quickly without even really understanding the language. So I was like, okay, well, I don't have no big brothers that go to the school with me. So if somebody put their hands on me, it's just me. I ain't had no crew because nobody was really trying to kick it with me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like one-man army. So I was like, okay, cool. I got to pick up the English language like today. You know what I'm saying? Because, of course, there was cute girls, too. And I'm seeing all these brothers getting the girls. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, everybody was rocking like the Dragon Ball Z, like button up, like Hawaiian shirts and all that.
I remember the Hawaiian shirts.
Hey, they might make a comeback. But nah, so I'm just like, okay, I got to learn how to create my own fly for people to buy into that, to be interested to get to know me.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool. Learn the language. And I had to play catch up with hip hop too. Cause I mean, hip hop is like a way of life. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. I gotta start picking apart what my favorites are. Who are my peers listening to? I gotta be able to know those songs. I gotta be able to, you know what I'm saying? So for me, that's what it took. So if you relate it to branding, is understanding my competition, knowing my surroundings, and also understanding their stories too. And how can I stand out more than they do?
Wow.
So I'm already like, okay, I got a accent. Okay, so who out here is kind of like me? Oh, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, maybe I need to kind of milk that a little bit. Yeah, I'm from Italy. I'm a black kid like Kobe. I couldn't hoop for nothing. but I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Boom, like Kobe.
Yeah. So it's like people be like, where you from? I'm like, I'm Italian, like Kobe. So I would use that because now they thinking, oh, shoot.
That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn to navigate that. But once I learned the English language, learning the slang, learning how to move, it was just like, all right, game on. Who do I want these people to know me as? So I remembered, yo, these dudes used to get on me all the time, like roast me, all that. It's a rap now. I used to roast everybody. There was no children left behind.
This is how we rocking?
Hey, listen, and that's one thing about Pike, bro. When it comes to roasting, like it was like everybody did it.
Bro, you got to.
You know what I mean? It's like you have to be on it because if not, you would literally leave out of there crying.
Oh,
like,
what?
What just happened?
Hey, look, man.
Like, I don't want to go back. I'm never wearing that outfit again. I've had those. Everybody had that moment. Like,
Oh,
bro,
you
that
got-
outfit is not it.
What?
And I'm talking about immediately. And Mama is the one that put you in it.
Oh
Like,
my gosh.
What was you? Do you know how bad they talked about me?
Take me back to Value City, please. And that's nostalgic. You know, ain't no Value Cities around no more.
Right,
Take me to Value City right now.
Right now.
But,
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, bro, it's just kind of one of those things too. Is like you got to think too around that time, man. There was so much branding going on too. Like, look at what Reebok was doing.
Yeah.
Look at what Nike was doing. Like literally everybody was buying Iverson shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was buying FUBU Fat Albert t-shirts.
Yep.
Everybody, like, we weren't even really rocking Jordans like that at the time. You know what I'm saying? But everybody, Air Force Ones, you got to think about the time and music. Like, Nelly had the Band-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fab had the flyest fits.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
Jerseys,
bro,
Yeah.
throwback jerseys, all of that. So everybody was expressing who they were or who they were influenced by.
What I find so insightful that you did was like attaching yourself to that Kobe thing. I can't get over that because it's like, as a brand, how smart is that, even as a kid, for you to understand that connection? And if I attach myself to something else that I know you think is cool,
Yep.
that coolness is going to sprinkle off onto me.
Facts.
Now, even if you don't realize it consciously, subconsciously, you are now somehow connecting me with the coolness of Kobe.
Exactly.
And brands can do the same thing
Yeah.
by attaching themselves, and they do it all the time.
Yep. They attach
To what's
themselves to the cool of.
And now my brand's cool because I attached to what was cool.
Exactly. I mean, that's the power of branding, to be able to attach. Like, once again, like we talk about the stories. Everybody has a story. You got to attach that product, service, or whatever else to it to be like, oh, shoot, I need that.
Right.
I relate to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we think about like one of my favorite brands and creative director is Ronnie Fieg from Kith. You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, you see it?
Oh, yeah. See it? See it, the hat?
But
Ronnie always doing his thing.
and it's one of those things that is like, man, people can say whatever they want to say, but that man really paid attention to his story and how he was influenced by being a product of Queens and working at David Z's store and seeing Biggie, Jay-Z, or Wu-Tang come through the store and selling them boots and admiring these people. And it's like, yo,
Oh, wow.
I got to attach my story of my love for sneakers to these moments of hip hop and the greatness. That's why he can have Dipset rapping in his new collection
Right.
with the Knicks, and everybody's like, I need a piece of that.
On Madison Square Garden. So this is the thing, like, if you're listening to this and you're thinking like, what gym do I take first? I think the biggest thing I've heard so far is knowing your story and not belittling your story. Like, Dennis didn't think, he didn't like try to make up a different story. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say, oh, I'm from LA. No, I'm from where I'm from.
Yeah.
This is what I have to use. My story is its own advantage.
Yeah.
It's not a disadvantage
At all.
I just have to figure out how to be bold enough, be confident enough, and think about it enough. Because I think we all underestimate our stuff.
Oh,
we
yeah,
underestimate
we do.
ourselves like almost naturally.
Oh,
like
yeah.
underestimating our story is like second nature. I'm just from here. I'm just this.
Yeah.
I'm basically nothing.
Because and it's funny, I was talking to your brother in the green room, literally, we were just talking about this, and it's like, people belittle their stories because, and it's sometimes it may not be on purpose, but you might be so inspired by someone that you become infatuated. You know what I'm saying? So now that inspiration becomes a distraction. You know what I'm saying? Instead of using that inspiration to apply it to your story,
That's deep.
and then go full gas.
That's deep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in that example me and him was talking about, was like, okay, I listen to Larry June
Yeah.
a lot.
Larry's like super hot right now.
Hold on. First of all, this new I ain't played nothing else.
Oh
but the
my
new
gosh.
I ain't listened to it yet.
Spaceships on the Blades?
Album.
Like, bro,
It's crazy, bro.
So the thing.
Shout out to Larry.
Yeah, shout out to Uncle Larry.
Yeah, Larry.
He doing things. He doing big things.
He's independent.
He independent too,
Bro. The way he's doing it, man, and once again, branding. Like, you know what I mean?
We can have like, see when it comes to Larry has his story.
Yep.
These artists have their story. Like artists, like that was your main thing.
Yeah.
Your story is
Your power, bro.
That's your power.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
superpower.
So knowing that, it's like, okay, once, like you said, people get infatuated. Now, of course,
Big
as
bar.
an artist, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I want y'all to, you know what I mean?
Buy into it. Yeah.
If you're buying into the brand, that's why the big brands do so well, because it's like, I don't want to rock nothing. People are rocking something simply off of the cool factor of like, oh yeah, everybody
The feeling.
doing this.
The feeling, bro.
It's the feeling of it. It's the experience of it. Like you can't fake that when it comes to branding. That's why branding is so crucial, because
And it's
as soon as you have that stamp, it's a wrap.
And
as
it's in
long as you
everything.
stay consistent with it and continue to drop heat.
It's in everything, bro. You can't have anything without branding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just can't. Like, it is the essence of like ideas existing in the most major and correct way.
Coming correct.
Literally, we're all brands.
Yeah.
Everybody in this room has a brand.
Yeah.
Now, it is your choice whether you give life to it
Yeah.
or you don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We live in the age of social media where a lot of these kids are understanding the power of branding without even knowing that that's what they're understanding.
Yeah, subconscious.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they know, okay, I need to go get my logo done.
Yeah.
I know that I need to, I have influence now. I'm a popular kid in my school. So I need to capitalize on that. Let me sell some merch.
Yeah.
Let me make some t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, cool. Let me get everybody to follow me. Look at the NIL. I mean, bro, literally like 4 years ago, I was telling
What's
a kid.
NIL? What's that?
So name, image, and likeness.
Oh.
Right? So a lot of these student athletes, they tapping into that. They getting paid, right?
The whole ruling that changed.
Exactly.
Game changer.
Like, bro, we all went to school. We went to universities in Indiana.
Yep.
Imagine like all these stars that came out of Purdue, IU, Butler, whatever. Imagine if they was able to sell merch
Right.
when we was in college.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Because somebody was selling merch.
Come on,
Just
bro.
wasn't
School
going
was.
to them.
The school was.
Right.
And that, you know what's crazy about that? That just shows you the power of independent.
Bro.
Of independency across the board. It doesn't, like sports, music, because now you have these colleges like, okay, we're gonna pay for your room and board, but we're gonna make millions off of you every game.
Come on, man.
Yep.
Come on, man.
And you're not getting
And
I mean, you got room and board, you know, you got free
Yeah,
food.
we'll give
Well,
you.
they was never going to change it. They was cool with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Why?
They was, yeah.
Why am I
Like,
changing?
No, you're getting a good education.
But it's like, bro, you have my name on the back of this jersey, and
Yeah.
you're selling it. You're
Merch
selling. That's
and
my
the
brand.
live tickets.
and the live tickets, and they're selling the jerseys at the student store, whatever, the bookstore.
Right. They had to be getting something off of the games from
The games, and you got to think
Licensing.
about like the billboards, the commercials,
Yeah.
all
The
of that.
video games.
The video games, and that's where it started though.
Yeah.
That's when it started. Like, okay, we're winning. Now.
Like, wait a minute.
Like,
I'm
bro,
playing myself.
Exactly, bro. I remember being in the dorms, like playing the games, and they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mom. You know, they didn't have the. Did they have the name?
On the back.
Because no, they didn't have they just had the numbers. Remember,
Yeah, they just had the
knew who
numbers.
you was
but
playing.
you knew who
Yeah.
you was playing with.
Yeah, facts.
So we playing,
Facts.
we in the dorm playing, and they playing. It's like, bro, this is crazy. And then you're thinking at that time, like, hey, but you not getting paid off of this.
And that's why we're so far, because it's like it used to be cool. Like, oh, I'm on
Right.
the game, I could play
Yeah.
as myself.
right.
Yeah.
But now it's just like, hold on,
this don't make no sense. Wait a minute.
Y'all sold 10 million copies of NCAA?
And hold on top of this, you guys sold that, and y'all don't want to give me my degree because my bursar bill?
Yeah. It's crazy.
Right. Ooh, that's a big bar. But the infatuation piece too, because again, we playing the game.
Yeah.
We infatuated. Ooh, we got here. We're on the game.
It's enough.
Yippity dippity doo.
Yeah.
Right. And it's like, you can't get so infatuated.
Cut me the check, bro.
Cut the check.
You got to know your worth.
Yeah,
You got to. And
that's why oh my bad. That's why them starting these that's like Kanye starting the, the academy and people, it's like if this is really the bigger picture, then where are these big, like, that's why it's not so many of them popping up.
Yeah.
Because you need these big companies to be able to fund that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is too,
they don't want that.
They don't. The NCAA doesn't want that.
No, of course
You know
not.
what I'm saying? But it's one of those things where now you got people like, there's this billionaire guy down in Miami. I forget his name though, but literally all these athletes that go to University of Miami, he's paying them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, nah, you're gonna come and you're gonna be under contract, NIL contract with my company, and I'm gonna pay you.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Why not get these athletes paid so they can go and focus on doing what they do on the field or the hardwood, whatever the case may be, and they can make University of the U great again.
Yeah. Because college sports is a thing in and of itself.
Yeah.
$1 billion. I'm
It's
guessing
a whole different monster.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, for
it's
sure.
a monster by itself. So why? And people whose careers stop there, why not let them get what they're supposed to get? So it's good that went through.
Yeah.
But again, I think the larger point is for everybody that's doing that now, and it's good that the youngsters is understanding that.
Yeah.
But for us that missed that opportunity that season, we got to not be blind to the fact that, I'm still somebody.
That's right.
It's like Jesse
You
Jackson
got
would say.
to. You got
Still
to.
brand. I'm somebody. Like,
You
I
are.
have stuff to offer to the market.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that we've got to like stop not pulling out the potential in our story.
Yeah.
Like that's for everybody.
Like, if you don't have any ideas, man, you gotta pay attention to your life.
Big bar.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
You gotta
Say
pay
that
attention
again.
to your
Say
life.
that one more
Like,
time.
if you don't have any other ideas, you gotta pay attention to your life.
Man.
Like, there's somebody out there who needs your life to be the solution to their problem.
Yeah. Your life is going to change your life. If you stop and pay, instead of complaining about it,
Bruh.
stop and pay attention to it and start looking at the nuggets.
I mean, and it's nothing about age. It don't matter your zip code. None of that it doesn't matter. Like, literally, you could be that one person that come out of your zip code that has the boldness to tell your story that is needed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, there's people dropping books. it's folks out here dropping books that, like, you might tell your homies, ain't nobody gonna read that. What? It could be the New York bestseller next month.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you could drop merch, or you could open up a shop. You could, like, bro, like, I don't understand. Like, man, there's so much room for people, man. Like, bro, Phil Knight is trying to buy the Portland Blazers, bro. That means Nike would own the Blazers. Do you hear me, bro?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Nike would have an NBA team.
Yeah.
And this dude, him and his partner that was his coach, they built Nike soles out of a waffle maker, bro.
Yeah.
Look at where they at now.
Crazy. But that
Wild.
just shows you
You sitting on potential.
yeah, that just shows you how important branding is and how important companies like iInspire. Because now you come into the mix and you say, what's your story?
Yeah.
Oh, here's your story. Okay, here goes the branding around that story.
Literally.
Because, a lot of people, they don't know where to start.
And that's one thing that I would say my wife Danielle does really well is, because I can pay attention to somebody's whatever, what they trying to do. I could come up with ideas. But what we do together is find those blind spots.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you don't think you have a product? Nah, yes, you do.
Yeah.
This is the blind spot right here. Here's a couple ideas. What do you think?
So this goes back to getting in the room with the right people.
Yeah.
Because you're a brand strategist, a brand guru, the brand guy. But if take all that, accept all that.
I receive it.
That's
I receive
you.
it, bro. I receive it.
But if we're as entrepreneurs, if you pushing past this video, if you're not taking the time to watch it and you're not getting these gems, you're underutilizing your story, which translates into underutilizing your brand.
That's right.
Which means when your brand is in front of people, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Because you really haven't put the meaning into it or
That's
took
right.
the time with it to really get it to the point where, all right, when I see that, I know the story.
Mm-hmm.
I see, and even talk about how that translates to who you go after.
Yeah.
Because then, like, even I'm so stuck on the Kobe thing, but even when you deal with that, now it's like when you're dealing with that and using that as an introduction piece, you know that that's going to work with some people.
Mm-hmm.
You know that that's not working with somebody's grandma who may not know Kobe,
Yeah.
even though dang, everybody knows Kobe.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talk about how the branding helps you filter the focus of, okay, these are now my clients. This is my art. This is who I'm going after. This is who I'm introduced. This is my target market. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
So that's one thing that I'll say, man. It's probably it could be the easiest or the hardest thing, depending on your focus. So initially, when we were doing I Inspire, it was just like, oh, we want to just help small businesses. That's everybody.
Yeah, right.
Especially like during the pandemic, like everybody was starting a business.
We get a little more specific.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So for us, more than anything, it's like, okay, understanding people that understand that they have a story to tell.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And do our values as a company align with that story that you're trying to tell?
So everybody has a story to tell,
Mm-hmm.
but if they don't understand it, like in y'all client interactions,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, it's not going to be a good fit. Because I got to pull the story complete.
Yeah, because the thing is, at the end of the day, is like we can help you do that.
Yeah, but it's there that this is your baby that you have to nurture.
Exactly. You have to know your baby.
Yeah.
I can't tell you who your baby is.
I'm just helping water it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You've got to come to a point where you like are focused on understanding, okay, this is my story. You may not understand how to convey and communicate your story, but that's what we help you do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So my wife does videography and editing. She's like,
Cold.
she could be like, yo, you need to make this video, or we need to get this video, or we need to do this, and I'm just like, yeah, she's right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Straight up.
because it's just important to be able to, like, we just having a conversation right before we started. It's like, man, content is king.
Yeah.
And we live in a age where literally there's so many platforms that you could use and they're free.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, people are not understanding, like, yo, you don't get on IG just to get on IG, bro. Like, you got to think that this is your portfolio.
Mm-hmm. Shabaya.
You know what I'm saying?
Part
like
of the story.
when
Part of the
people,
plan.
hey, look, you want to come to my IG? That's cool. Like, you might see pictures of my son, my wife, and all that, sneakers and all of that. But you gonna understand some branding involved. If it's some sneakers, you're gonna see a video of me breaking down, like, this is the brand, this is the story behind the sneaker. If you see me post about Ronnie, if you see me post about Angelo Baque, if you see me post about Kobe, if you see me, it's gonna be some type of story that's gonna relate to branding, because those are the avenues that I use to communicate that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And you're not wasting no time by just on there, blase blah. Like, you know that that's a free tool.
yeah,
And it can benefit the overall vision and business
yes,
that you're building.
that's right.
So you're not going to waste it and just have eyeballs on it. When you get an eyeball, by doing that, you're like, I care about that eyeball.
Yeah.
I care about that attention.
How can that eyeball create a sale?
bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say so. If I have my story, right? When do I come to you? Like tell the people like I'm trying to start a brand.
Yeah.
I have my story.
Yeah.
What do I do next?
Okay. So as soon as you have an idea, let's get that consultation going. If you're really serious about it, if you really want to start something, but that's something I can help it make sense.
Tell us how do you vet seriousness? Like, how can you, with your experience, I know you dealt with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Give us examples of people that thought they were serious, but they wasn't really serious.
Till they get that invoice.
Man.
Till that invoice hit.
Hey, bro.
I gotta pay for
Yeah,
this.
Look.
I'm gonna get back with you.
Man, me and Steve have had so many conversations about that. And there are times he tells me, he's like, bro, no, just let him go.
Yeah.
Facts.
They got to pay for your time.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I think that people, like, literally, I had someone ask for services, and then when I gave them my base price, they was like, dang, that's how much you charge? And it's like,
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Immediately for me, I was just like, this is not the person I'm supposed to work with.
Yeah.
You know what makes me upset about, and it's not even upset. I get it because some people aren't. When you don't have a brand, you don't understand.
That's right.
You don't understand that.
Yeah.
So,
And
but the thing
that saddens me.
Yeah,
man.
it does. It's sad because I'm a DJ. I don't have a brand yet, but I come to you and I say, get me together.
Yeah.
I'm slapping my logo. So every time I go
What?
DJ, it's on the back of my computer.
Everywhere.
That is branding.
Branding.
Like, why are you
that-
complaining about something that's going to
That
generate
brand
you
visibility is so important.
money?
You're rocking your brand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah, like this brand right here, Yellow Chrome. This is my homie Eddie out in Chicago. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Eddie.
out.
man.
Like
Eddie.
I help. Like he tells me like the vision that he has, and I help design.
That's dope.
So I'm like, I was able to be part of this. It's like a collaboration. So why not rock it?
Yep.
And
Down
me-
to the
and me-
bro, he be doing
down to the shoes.
bespoke chucks.
Oh wow.
Stupid.
I'm rocking it.
And we got the same birthday.
You know what I'm saying? So these things, it's about, man, why not rock what you create?
Yeah.
Man, I heard Tyler the Creator, bro, when he was in Paris said like, yo, I don't understand why people don't go hard for their own stuff. He's like, bro, I dropped this album 6 months ago and I'm still posting it on my story.
Yeah. Go
That-
hard.
that
for
hit-
your
that
own
hit-
stuff.
That hit home.
Bar.
That hit home for me because we live in a society now where we can drop something and we don't think that it got the love that it deserved. So then we kind of just like
Shelf
we
it.
kind of shelf it.
Yep.
Dog,
You know what I mean?
you
And-
said something to me, bro. So like I will always remember back when we was in LA and I had launched my brand worldwide with it. And I came to you kind of venting and I was like, bro, man, I don't feel like these people really understand. Like I'm really like about that. Like I feel like people are underestimating. You was like, bro, why are you even paying attention to that? Like keep going, bro. That stuff don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. Gucci wasn't always the Gucci it is today.
Right.
Kith wasn't always the Kith it is today.
That's the truth.
A brand that I love, and shout out to my homie E, Mifflin. Mifflin wasn't always the Mifflin it is today. Him and his brother, I mean, they started out with bags, like leather bags.
Yeah.
But look at what they doing now. They doing numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many things where it's just like, man, I told myself, I was like, man, it ain't even about proving people wrong no more. It's about inspiring people, man.
So what about this, y'all? So like when you think about Ronnie now, the Ronnie we see today, he's like the collaboration guru.
What?
But what I think about that is like, how does this guy's release calendar work? Like, how do you even get the capacity? And I know at his level, he's got to figure it out.
Yeah, he got a
But I
team
think,
and
how
all
do we bring that down to our level? Like with my brand, I want to release it again, but it's like, I haven't. How important is it for us to be consistent with like
Yeah.
You know, either
Man.
getting the old thing back out there or putting something new back out there.
It should always exist. It should always exist. So shout out to my boy Kevin Trotman at headquarters New Balance. So he works on the collaboration team, and he said something to me on a call. He was like, "We're always working in the future," and he said this to me a few years ago. He's like, "We're always working in the future," so that's what we can always do, working in the future. It's not about fall is coming next month. So now we're trying to, damn, I got to get a collection. No.
They already have
We should have been, we should be working on 2024.
Yeah.
Right. Now.
Right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's important for us to write the plans and everything, because we create what's cool in that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody going to tell me that orange ain't in. Bro, if I say orange is in 2024, orange is in.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got to become those leaders. We got to become those curators.
Mm-hmm.
If I say that, you know what I'm saying, everybody's going to be wearing baggy jeans again, then everybody's going to be rocking baggy jeans again.
Right.
I dictate that.
Yep.
Not what the media, whatever, little small, whatever say. No, because I'm creating that. That is my brand.
Yep.
I do what I want. Now, and I'm gonna build a community around that.
Exactly.
And that's the part of branding too. Like, I feel like a lot of times, man, people just want these huge followings and everything. Don't get me wrong, it might look good for, you know what I'm saying, but what's your community like? Because you could have 2 million followers and nobody commenting on the photo that you just posted of your brand.
Or you can have 1,000 or 2,000, 3,000 followers, but you got 800 loyal people that's buying every drop.
And if you do
That's
a pop-up shop,
yeah.
everybody out there.
For
That's
sure.
the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You know what I'm
because
saying?
you've created that community. And that's what I think that with branding, that part of it is important too, because those are the people that are buying in to the story, to whatever it is that you're dropping.
Yeah.
They're the ones that not controlling it, but they're the ones that's fueling you.
Bro,
Feeling it.
they're
You
literally
know what I
getting
mean?
they're literally getting a piece and experience of your life
Boom. Wow.
all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I think if we don't nurture that, because like my brand, I haven't really did a real launch yet.
yeah.
And so it's like what I'm hearing from y'all is even with the people that do have it, I should still be nurturing that community, no matter how
Always.
small it is.
Yep.
Bro,
Why-
if you got 2 loyal customers, bro, take care of them.
Nurture it. Send them something in the mail. Hey,
All
thanks
the
for being
time.
a community member of blank brand.
And send them an extra bottle.
An extra bottle of it.
Yeah.
Just
Why not?
nurture that thing.
Because they're going to be those people that are going to be they're going to be your marketers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I think we underestimate. I know personally I've had a problem with that. I'm trying to find the new.
Well, you
But
talking about Judea or are you talking about
I'm thinking about
Diamond Shine?
Judea.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking
Because,
about
bro,
Judea.
literally, this right here,
Crucial.
I could hit one button, record. Hey, y'all make sure y'all shop St. James, new collection out. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
Boom. Now it's living in the digital world.
Yeah.
My Instagram connects to my Facebook. And that same video's on my phone. I could throw it on my TikTok.
Nurturing my community.
And then everybody else, I could be like, y'all make sure y'all share this. Y'all share this. Come on, man. It don't take nothing. Bro, one thing about me is I love sharing what other folks is doing, especially if I rock with it.
yeah, for sure.
I'm like, hey, bro, y'all gotta check this
because
out.
there's no, there's what do you get out of
Come on, man.
not sharing? I really never understood that logic. Only logic that I understand from it is just you're a hater. Because
Yeah.
I don't know what is that, or you just don't
It's-
like hitting. Because it's so easy, and you do it for people that you don't know.
Yeah. And the thing
You'll tell
for me,
you'll tell Beyonce happy birthday.
All day.
Jay-Z happy. You'll
She don't know you.
She ain't even think about you. And your buddy just started a clothing line, and you ain't even told not one person.
Man, look, bruh. Look.
I be feeling a certain type of way about that type of
Bro,
stuff.
look, and I think it's fair to. It's fair to feel a type
You
of
can
Well,
put,
we need
you
to
can
be
put
better.
memes.
We
you
need
can
to do better.
Yeah, and I think it's a cool fact. It's like, bro, you helping me shine is not taken away from me. But you know what the problem is? Is those people don't have anything going on.
Yeah.
So if I don't have anything going on, well, I'm gonna shine light on something that you got going on.
Think about this, man. Lenny S, right? Lenny S, he wasn't always a photographer. He was just around Rockefeller. You know what I'm saying? Always wanted to be around them. He was part of their marketing team when market was street marketing.
Yeah.
Like, you got a whole team with you. We in the streets. Look at where he's at now.
Yeah.
Imagine if he was just like, man, I ain't about to be out here with Rockefeller t-shirts on. I ain't about to tell nobody to buy the album. Da, 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 da. You think he would be where he's at? He's DJ Khaled's manager.
Yeah, it's crazy.
DJ Khaled is one of the biggest
I didn't know that.
in the world.
Yeah.
Lenny is his manager.
Yeah. Like,
It's crazy.
bro, the thing is, like,
But he played his that was his role. That he played that part.
Bro.
That'd be the biggest part. It's like, bro, if you have something and I'm like, I may not even be a part of it, but I know that it's helping you grow whatever it is that you're growing. And then it's like, oh, bro, you don't even understand. I just created a position that you can have now.
come on, bro.
You know what I mean? But I look at that Kanye documentary was crazy to me
Crazy.
Yeah.
because Shake shot. It was the Shakes. What was the dude that shot? Who filmed it? Cooley.
Cootie.
Bro.
30
Like-
mil from Netflix.
Yeah.
No, bro. But he was around Kanye.
Oh my gosh, all
Like,
the
bro,
time.
it's like, and he didn't even get the proper
Come on,
recognition at all.
At all.
No, he was off the scene for forever.
Off the scene.
But look at
But
him
bro,
now.
he like I'm talking about from every day.
Every
he
single
was in the
step.
trenches.
Yeah.
Every single step.
You really don't be having that no more when it comes to people, when it comes to
Bruh,
the brands.
and that's why literally I was, man, thank your brother, bro. Like,
Yeah.
we was just
Shout
in there
out to
chopping
bro
it up.
in the
You know what I'm
studio.
saying? We was talking about, like, I was telling him, I was like, bro, you need a cameraman around you.
Yeah.
Like, they need to be with you all the time. And he was like, bro, man, I got a homie, like, got a camera. That's beautiful because now he could become the next Cootie.
Yeah.
Like, literally, people, like, we got to see the gift in people.
Yeah. We got to put people. Yep.
And people also got to understand that you got to play a part before you become the boss. Bro, I took so many internships, bro, for free.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've done work for people for free. Still to this day, bro, there'd be a lot of times, bro, like, I'd be like, man, let me just go ahead and build a relationship with this person, man. I want to learn from you. And bro, this is me all the time. I'll be like, man, I appreciate what you're doing. How can I add value to what you're doing? How can I help you?
Yep.
And at times they'd be like, yeah, man, I'm trying to get connected to this person. Do you have anybody that could connect? Even if I don't, I'm on LinkedIn.
Easy.
Oh, do I see people that work here? Do we have somebody in common? Let me send an email. Let me do.
Big bar. Make those connections.
Why not?
Why not? It's out there for you to.
Because now I'm valuable. I become valuable to whatever it is that they're doing. Now we build a relationship. They trust me.
Yep.
If I need something, I can ask them.
Yeah, that's that full circle moment too, because now not only do you have that resource, but now you become reliable.
Reliable, bro.
It's so hard to rely on people. That's the hardest characteristic of a human being is reliability.
Because because everybody's trying to be something to somebody else.
Yeah.
Find that thing that you good at.
Yeah.
That's what we was just saying. What is your passion? What is that thing that fuels you?
Bro, look.
And you-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say this. And once we find it, and this is making me think about some decisions we'll talk about after this, but once we find it, we do need to just go with it.
Oh, yeah.
Once we find the resources, the place, the right location, the right setup, go with it, because we really don't have a lot of time to keep going back and forth with people that just kind of reliable, kind of not, kind of here, kind of not. Like, if I find something that is right, let me put the gas on that.
Sticking with it,
because it's going to
in the trial period.
Yeah, because that'll open other doors.
Yeah, then you come along with this. If you really wanted to be around, come where it's happening at, because I can't carry you the whole way.
Literally, I saw this dude. I don't even remember his name, bro, but he in the DMV. He played in the league in the NFL for a while, and once he retired, he became a chef. He got a whole restaurant.
Oh, you talking about? I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So my thing is,
what's that dude's name?
Do you think that he didn't know that he enjoyed cooking?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure he knew.
Yeah.
I'm sure he probably had a chef while he was in the NFL.
Yeah.
Was like, yo, I can do this. Oh, I retired? Cool. I got some bread? Cool. Culinary school. Let me get that training. Now this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So wait, did he start cooking after
the NFL?
Okay, so he took because I was under the impression that while he was in the NFL, like that was a
he probably had,
but he honed it.
You know what I'm saying? So my thing is like, man, to all the homies out there who are listening, or ladies out there, if you're good at cooking, then do that. Yeah. If you're good at picking colors or styling your significant other, do that and style other people that need your help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do that. Like, there's nothing wrong with you stepping out there and doing it, man, regardless of what anybody says.
Yep. Facts. If you have it, hone it.
That's it.
If you have it, start to hone it, because that could be the thing.
Because you got to think, man, like, for me, when it comes to branding and hosting and doing shows, different things like that, man, and when it comes to the streetwear, sneakers, whatever, these are passions that I have, right? Even if I had $1 billion, didn't have to worry about money, I'll go do it for free.
Do it anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Or like I just go do it because I'm like, man, I love being around that atmosphere.
Yeah, that's how you know you pass. That's when you know your passion is. I mean, that's some of the NBA players.
Yeah,
they're like, bro, I wouldn't even play for a check. I just love the game.
Come on, man.
I love the game of basketball. I would do it for free.
Like, and some of these guys too, like they use that to get them to where it is that they want to go. They're like, well, I know how to play ball. I'm tall. Let me go ahead and play for a few years, get these mills, and then go do it.
Do something else.
Man,
I want.
It might be some NBA player right now that is passionate about interior designing.
Yeah,
probably the coldest in the world. You know what I'm saying?
On boys. And thinking about drapes.
For real though, the coldest interior designer, and he don't want to let nobody know.
Yeah,
man, look, bruh, man, get them M's. And go interior design, bro.
And pivot.
Straight up.
For sure. Yeah. It's the passion, man.
Man, look, bro, I'm just like, man, I'm at a point in my life where it's just like, bro, bump what everybody think. Go do what your purpose is. Cause if you don't, you can't blame anybody.
Yeah.
It's on you.
Big facts. Branding.
We done got on branding, relationships, all of that, but it all goes into it.
It all goes into it because, like you said, it's a part of your story.
Yeah.
And you got to have a passion tied to your story.
You got to.
You got to have purpose tied to it.
Because it all leads to, like, so you get your branding, and you got your brand identity, brand awareness, brand strategy, brand equity. You know what I'm saying? Then we can move into the marketing and all that stuff. You building a machine. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why you got guys like Kenny Burns, man. He's a lifestyle specialist.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He getting paid to be himself. Crazy. He step on stage, he get on that mic, he gonna be himself. Shout out to Kenny Burns, man.
Shout out to Kenny. Why not you?
You know what I mean? And I had the opportunity to be introduced to him, to my big bro Ricky. You know what I'm saying? Ricky Dreamer, you know what I'm saying? My guy who's doing big things in Virginia. He got his own wine, Chaco wine. And it's like, bro, I learned so much being in Virginia, bro. It's crazy because I stepped in there and I seen a lot of people who were just creative unapologetically. there was no, man, dang, they gonna think this about me, this, that, and the third, man. We talking about this dude, man. He's a professor at Virginia Union with goals in his mouth.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Being
Talking
himself.
about marketing, being himself.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like helping and managing people. And I remember Kenny Burns was doing a talk, and I went, and he was talking about branding, being yourself and all that stuff. And literally he was like, hey, bro, I want you to meet Kenny. Introduced me to him. I'm just like, yo, I'm talking to a guy literally, man, like who's stepping, he's himself, bro. The branding never fails.
That's fire.
It's so much boldness.
Look, we running out of time, but what I get from that is get in the room.
Facts.
Get in the room with the people that's doing the thing, that's talking the talk, that's got the mindset, because whether it take a long time or whether it takes a short time, it's going to start to rub off on you.
Yeah.
Any final comments, Steve? Final comments?
Man, Dennis, appreciate you, bro. So just for the people out there, like, set up that consultation, man. If there's a brand, if there's anything that you have that you're passionate about, get with Denis.
Yeah.
Get that process started.
Yeah.
And then once you get that and get all that going, we got you on the merch.
Yeah.
So it's a hand-in-hand thing. You getting literally everything that you need to start generating cash flow. And at the end of the day, the outcome is income.
Yes, it is.
Boom, boom. Denis,
Yeah.
final words.
My final words are, look, whatever it is that you have out there, dream bigger. You know what I'm saying? Keep going. There's going to be times where you feel doubt and all of that, but all you got to do is just stay consistent and just take it a step at a time. You know what I'm saying? 0.1% each day.
That's
you know what I'm
fire,
saying?
man. Tell them how to connect with you again.
Yeah, holla at me on IG, by Denis Boateng. It's the same thing on TikTok as well. But I have a channel on TikTok called BrandItLikeAPro, where I'm dropping content all the time talking about branding.
YouTube, Branded Like a Pro.
Yeah, YouTube, TikTok, BrandItLikeAPro.
Okay.
And also hit us up there for any branding needs that you may have, video needs. We actually have some big things coming up with I Inspire as well. And yeah, just connect with us, whatever your brand needs may be. Hit me up for a consultation, and let's get it going.
That's it, y'all. Get in the room, get with the people. You're going to get the mindset, and you're going to get the energy you need to get to the bag. This is the joint session, special edition with my man and yours, Denis Boateng. I am St. James. I am Steve James. Dream Big
good.
University.
Long day.
That energy's on him right now. He's
Let's go. I'm thinking them wealthy thoughts, baby.